come up with that dog shit pick. What the fuck were we thinking? What the fuck were you thinking?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Jimnasium. As always, it is me, XFL Jim.
Ooh. Oh, yes.
As always, I'm joined by the one, the only. It is Chase Lupine Fiasco Sessom. But this week, he is his freakness. What's up, man?
Here from my funky planet. What's up, buddy?
Are you feeling like in the click at this moment when you're in that sweet spot between the Preakness and the Kentucky Derby? Is it like you're kind of in the zone?
Yeah, I think so. Like I was anxious last week. Like I felt like I didn't have anything to do. So like having the Preakness this week gives me like something to be just like ultra focused into. So I'm for it.
Because I feel like knowing you as a personal, very close friend, the stress and like the schedule kind of builds up for the Kentucky Derby. And you kind of notice it like a couple weeks beforehand, and then the week before, and then the week of. And then it's just like one after another. You're just right in it.
Yeah. I mean, you have this, then you have a few more weeks off, and then Belmont, and then after that, it's Saratoga starting in July. You know, like a month after the Belmont will be Saratoga starting in July, and it gets hectic this time of year. So, what does this say? What did Nick say here?
Nick said Jim, Chase, Duke, Christopher got hit by a tow truck's winch, which was left in the road. That I believe.
Oof.
We'll call him. We'll call a tow company. Also, shout out T1BG.
What up, T1BG? But yeah, it's an intense time of year, but it also feels good to be locked in on something.
I'm locked in. Everyone should be locked in on the United Football League. Chase, what a week 7 we had in the UFL. The Renegades finally get a win, winning 47-23 over the Showboats. Our Shodies, your Shodies. What happened? What happened to this team?
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The Showboats team is dead to us. Dude, nothing they did looked good. There was that they couldn't protect anybody. Whenever they did finally get a quarterback moving, they got him hurt. Like they tried to run the ball and they could not run the ball with Darius Victor at all.
Which is crazy against the Renegades. That is crazy.
That is insane. Absolutely insane. Great game if you like overs. That's for sure. I think they hit that over in the first half.
I think they hit that over by themselves if you're the Renegades.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Crazy over. This was they needed this. This was a great game. Still not alive though. They could not survive. They are not alive for the playoffs anymore.
No, they need they literally need like 5 new offensive linemen next year. They needed whatever they were doing at the offensive line did not work, and they cannot do that again.
Which is crazy because a lot of these. So I thought, like blankly, I thought that they took a lot of guys from the Stars because a lot of this team was like Stars, Showboats, and Breakers.
Yeah,
none of those linemen played on the Stars. 2 of them played on the Breakers. 1 of them played for the Showboats last year, and then 1 of them played, I think, for an XFL team last year. Like,
was it McLeod Bethel Thompson? Is that his name?
Yeah, he was the Breakers QB.
Wasn't he running for his life a lot under John DeFilippo?
The good thing that he had was he was really good about getting rid of the ball quickly. He did get sacked a decent amount in the USFL last year, but he was pretty good about getting rid of the ball quickly.
Right.
Him and Case Cookus were like dying out there, though. Also, let me see if we can look up the stats, see what the sack rate is up to. I don't think the Renegades got a ton of sacks. Oh, Jesus Christ. 32 sacks for the Memphis Showboats.
In 7 games?
In 7 games, 32 sacks. They're almost averaging 5 sacks a game.
They're almost averaging 5 sacks a game. Dude.
Disgusting.
Yeah. So I think we can, whenever you ask what happened to the Showboats, I think that kind of answers the question right there, because they have the skilled players. They have Dawood Davis. They have Jonathan Adams, who, if given the chance, could be probably the best wide receiver in the league.
They have 2 legitimate wide receiver ones in these kinds of leagues.
Hakeem Butler is out there, so I'll say he's on a short list with Hakeem Butler at the top of it.
Jonathan Adams has the ability to be a top 3 receiver in this league if given it. Like, we've seen it.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have that opportunity right now.
Nope.
And it's a shame. We were both high on the Showboats team coming in. Also eliminated. Both these teams got eliminated from the playoffs this weekend.
Yeah.
Now, Chase, though, game of the week. Also, good. I mean, just Renegades, good on you. We knew you had this kind of game in you. And I just hope they don't die now that they're not really playing for anything anymore. They're still playing for film. Like, these guys are still playing for something. Yeah, I hope they kind of let loose and just play it out.
There's plenty for these guys to still play for, to people who are wanting their shot.
Now, Chase, for the game of the week, some people call it the game of the year. Battlehawks 26, Stallions 30. Guess who said the Stallions were going to win in a close one? They didn't cover the spread. They did not cover the 4.5, though.
They didn't cover the 4.5, and I was with you. I kind of figured that was how that was going to go down. It feels kind of scripted now. The Battlehawks and they're are supposed to get their revenge at home.
These two are like clearing away the 2 best teams.
Well, yes. We'll see how injured AJ McCarron is after this game, though.
Yeah, we saw
because
if there's no AJ when he got hurt,
yeah, he definitely makes that offense go. He's definitely in control of it. I'm such a huge fan of AJ. That dumb fucking donkey. Listen, I am very in favor of the AJ McCarron's wife cam that they seem to have at these Battlehawks games.
Yep, that's a great move on their part.
Yeah, just thank you for that. They ought to just start labeling it MILF cam.
For real, they should just look for different people at every game. I think he'll be all right. We'll see. He'll probably sit out a week at least, because I don't think. I mean, technically, it's still a 3-way race for, I believe, the XFL side. I don't think. Yeah, nobody actually has a playoff spot locked in for the XFL side.
Right.
Except the Renegades are officially eliminated.
Right. And so now it's a toss-up between the Brahmas, the Battlehawks, and the Defenders. Defenders.
They still have a shot. The Defenders still have a shot, even though, wow, losing 22-9 to the Panthers.
Everything, they just looked disjointed. The defense didn't look great. It was a weekend of big special teams gaffes, especially on punt returns. Like this one really felt like it turned over on a misfielded punt that was, turned into a touchdown, which, you made the game close. And the Battlehawks and Stallions game also was another muff punt.
Yep.
Yeah, man, it's,
as good as DC looked in week 6, they looked that bad this week.
Yeah, they did.
They looked rough.
Defense wasn't really working. Offense wasn't really clicking. It just didn't look great for him. Beer Snake was Disneyfied.
It was a real Disneyfied weekend for the Beer Snake. Yeah, that was gross.
Yeah, disgusting. Yeah, I don't know what to think of this Defenders team, other than I do think that they could suddenly be capable of just winning a couple games and backdooring into the playoffs.
I mean, that'll lead us into our next game. Brahmas 15, Roughnecks 12. I mean, I will say this. The Defenders don't look any worse than the Brahmas. The Brahmas have looked like for the last 2.5 weeks. What happened to this offense?
Quarterback injury. So no Chase Garbers. Then we go to Quentin Dormady. Dormady is like in and out, benched, not benched. Because who was it? I don't even know the kid's name that led the comeback. He only threw the ball like a handful of times.
I know, but I think I remember the kid's name. Also, I tweeted about it. How did the Brahmas keep getting away with it? Yeah, Kevin Hogan.
I don't know. Kevin Hogan, yeah. So they do it with Kevin. I mean, they're down to Kevin Hogan. There are a couple of teams here who are down to like their fourth quarterback. You know,
a lot of backup quarterbacks this weekend.
It's starting to. It's just a testament to how bad the offensive line play has been across the league. Like the teams that are kicking ass are the ones that have managed to protect their quarterbacks the entire season, and it seems now one of those even may have gotten their quarterback hurt.
I really hope he's okay. He's like one of the most entertaining players to watch in this game.
Plus, he's got that big fuck off chest tattoo.
I'm down with it now. I've come around on it. I used to think it was stupid. I'm so turned around on it.
Yeah, dude. Bama boy.
Sam's asking, are you guys surprised no one has signed DiNucci? I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming DiNucci's going to try. He's going to try first to like get on an NFL team, I would imagine.
But like, are we past some sort of deadline? Like, how late can you sign players?
I really don't know how it works in these leagues.
Me either.
Because they keep having players like on and off IR.
Right. Because if you're the Brahmas with John Trey, then you got to think that if they could sign DiNucci, that he would be on the Brahmas tomorrow, right?
You would think so. Even the Battlehawks. Because they have, like, his relationship with Ja'Cour Pearson. I'd rather have DiNucci than Brandon Silvers all day.
For sure.
The Brahmas did pick up another quarterback, though, so I'm trying to remember who the guy they picked up is. Who did they pick up? Who did they get? Jaden DeLora from Arizona. That's who they got.
Oh,
That's
really?
Who the Brahmas got. Yeah, they have Jaden DeLora. So they picked him up, I think, either last week or 2 weeks ago. So he's been kind of learning the system, but he's been sitting in there.
I'm up for it. He was exciting, man.
He was fun.
Yeah, real exciting.
But yeah, this weekend was like special teams blunders. The kickers are still great. Like all the kickers are pretty fucking good in this league.
Yeah. I didn't realize that Jake Bates was from the University of Arkansas and was our kickoff guy.
I also didn't know that. That's sick.
Yeah.
Go Jake Bates.
Go Jake Bates. We just had our other kicker drafted. Maybe we'll have 2 kickers in the league next year.
But yeah, it was the weekend of like special teams blunders and not starting quarterbacks. Because Houston was down a quarterback. AJ McCarron gets hurt for the Battlehawks. DC is switched up when Tomu got hurt a little bit. Michigan also playing a backup. San Antonio on 2 backups now. And yeah, Michigan on 2 backups because they had Brian Lewerke in. He was awful. Then they put Bryce Perkins, who I'm always going. Bryce Perkins should be the starter now.
Bryce Perkins looked really good. I guess that's the next game we talk about, right?
Yeah, I mean, Panthers defenders, Panthers kicked the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Defenders look gross. Did the game of the year, Battlehawks DC, live up to your hype?
I thought it was pretty good. I think it came down to the last play a little bit. You kind of deep down knew the Stallions were going to win, which is kind of gross because they're just fucking good.
Better too, especially in the first half. Like the Battlehawks took a little time to get trying. And I will say the Battlehawks, it's not just like what happened to AJ McCarron. Their offensive line has been beat up these last 2 weeks. They've been playing hurt. So this is hopefully a rematch here.
Here's my thing is if they rematch or even just going forward in the Brahmas next game, they barely won, but they still won. And they did it making an uncharacteristic amount of mistakes. Are they going to make that amount of mistakes when they play the Battlehawks again or they play anyone else again? I feel like they're just going to keep romping ass. They're going to get it cleaned up.
I mean, probably. They'll probably clean it up a little bit. Also, I mean, this is Twitch and everything. Shout out Julian, Mr. Hummerdinger. He just rated us on Twitch. Shout out my man.
Nice.
He's a great dude. Love him. Chase, you
go.
ready to get into the news?
Yeah, let's hit it.
This is a good time to talk news with the people. All right. Article number 1. Bronny James focused on simply getting to the league, not caring about whether he plays with his dad or not.
Dude, I just wonder. I really think that LeBron is going to figure out a way to hold like some franchise hostage to be like, hey,
spoiler alert, I
show
believe
up.
there's another LeBron story in the news here, so
that's fine.
be ready for that. Does Bronny James even belong in the NBA?
He actually apparently had a really, really strong combine. He shot 19 of 25 from the 3-point in their like their 3-point shooting drill. Like he wasn't regarded as a shooter. He's a pretty good defender. Like I think he's going up on some draft boards. He won't be a first rounder, but he'll probably be a second rounder.
I mean, I'm rooting for the kid.
Yeah.
Next up, Lakers rumors. JJ Redick, slight favorite in coaching search. It's a hot man to be a coach.
That is a hot man. He's got some badass tattoos too.
As much as I hate Duke and everything Duke like means, I can't bring myself to hate JJ Redick. I can't bring myself to hate him.
He'll talk that shit against while he's on Stephen A. Smith's show and shit. I think we'll see. That's such a thankless job because you're paying LeBron a max contract. You don't have the money to get the other pieces. Like, what do they expect from you? Like, I'm not sure. Like, you see how quickly they go through coaches, so that's whatever.
Yeah, that's how I think that if LeBron's there, it doesn't matter who the coach is.
Pretty much. LeBron pretty much is the coach.
Rory McIlroy files for divorce from wife Erica after 7 years of marriage. After just winning a golf tournament, I believe.
He's won back-to-back.
Yeah. You know what they say? Back-to-back. Time to divorce.
Gotta
get out of there.
Do you think that winning those 2 back-to-back is what gave him the courage to be like, that's it? I'm done here.
Yeah, he's like, I can't just win one.
Going out for a pack of smokes.
Yep, and just never coming back. That's Yahoo Sports on that one. Real sportsy right there. From the AP
classic.
News, Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker rails against Pride Month working women in commencement speech. Apparently he went hard.
Was it at Liberty? Where was this commencement speech?
Benedictine College, so little boy Liberty, it seems like.
Wow. Yeah, you got to figure
it's a Catholic
Liberty.
Yeah, it's a Catholic college, so it's little kid Liberty.
Okay. What did he say?
Let's see what he said. He's a conservative. Something about COVID. Things like abortion, surrogacy, euthanasia.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hitting all the points here. Okay. I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolic lies told to you. Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabel, would be the first to say her life truly started when she started living her vocation as a wife and a mother. Quoted. And a college commencement speech is kind of wild.
I don't care how Catholic the college is. That did not go over well amongst the student body. I gotta think.
I would think not.
Who gives a fuck what Harrison Butker fucking thinks?
He kicks a ball for a living, dude.
He kicks a ball. He's not even a real football player, dude.
I know. He doesn't even really play football. Spoiler alert, and not surprising, the Chiefs declined to comment.
Yes.
The 2017 7th round pick out of Georgia Tech. So he didn't even go to this school. I don't get it.
They just love the way he kicks the shit out of a ball.
Yeah, I don't understand. Also in the same week, again, people are saying bad week for the Chiefs. Still not as bad as the Rashee Rice news. So
No, because he got into trouble again after the racing thing, right? He had something else.
Yeah,
pop
aggravated
up.
assault.
Oof.
Yeah, it was involved in a high speed crash and then a whole bunch of other stuff. So,
Well,
yep. You think Chiefs are gonna get that three-peat?
probably. It doesn't matter.
They'd be the only team to do it in the Super Bowl era.
That's true. I think they're, especially if Xavier Worthy catches on. My God.
I hate the Chiefs. Oh yeah, they're doing stuff with the stadium too.
Oh, trying to use San Antonio as leverage to
Get like a new stadium and get like renovations done to Arrowhead and shit. I hate it when teams do that. I absolutely hate it when teams do that.
Yeah, because sometimes people have to call bluffs and teams end up moving, and that's fucking terrible.
Dude, if the Chiefs moved to San Antonio, like
That'd be insane.
that'd be insane.
Yeah, that would. I'm not even sure if they'd still. I bet you they would do like a Browns sort of thing, where like
Probably.
They take a different name and then another team shows up in Kansas City.
Yeah, because Kansas City,
Chiefs.
like people would want to be in Kansas City. Like they'd want a team there.
Right.
Next up from Deadspin, I'm convinced LeBron James is returning to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Is
this because he was courtside yesterday?
I think it's also that, but also didn't Bronny transfer to a college in Ohio?
Well, I mean, his name is in the NBA draft, so like,
does he have another kid that's there?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know. I remember distinctly stressing at the first decision when he decided to take his talents to South Beach, and now I could give a fuck where this guy goes. Wherever he goes, it's not like he's going to take a pay cut wherever he goes. Like he's going to get the NBA max contract, and then it's going to be like, okay, great. It's just LeBron James in a different uniform.
I will say this: the deciding to take my talents to South Beach will still be an all-timer.
That is an all-timer. It was all-time just bad decision.
That's a great moment in sports history, though.
Yeah, I'm saying the decision to do the decision like coverage that he did was.
Come on.
Turns out the decision to go to Miami was pretty good, but yeah,
perfectly cringe for that era.
Perfectly cringe.
2024 NBA playoffs takeaways. Boston's NBA's best team, but do they scare anyone? By Kurt Helen over on NBC Sports. I mean, yeah, probably. Like they're a really good team.
I know Jason Tatum is scary. I know that. You have to wonder, like, they're a little less scary when they don't have Kristaps Porzingis, and he's still injured, I think, and I'm not sure when he comes back. I don't know. I think the Nuggets are a more scary team, though, like, all in all.
I'd say overall the Nuggets are scarier. I will say this, the Cavaliers have been very weird that every single game, it feels like, has either one way or another been a blowout in one direction or the other.
Right.
Like they've either been owning the teams they're playing or they got blown out once by the Heat and blown out once by the Cavs.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm still pegging them in the finals. So whoever they end up playing, it will be a very interesting series, I believe. But I gotta say, if it's the Nuggets, I'll probably favor the Nuggets.
Yeah, I would agree. It's just Jokic, man. The dude can just do everything. Yep.
Up next, this article. Shout out our guy Clay Matthews and Outkick. Give ESPN credit for quickly ending disastrous RG3 Monday Night Football experiment. I don't even know what that means. I thought RG3 was fine. I like RG3's coverage on college football. That's all I know.
I like him. I hope they keep him around. I like his coverage. I think he's good.
Yeah, he's a good personality. He's like everything Emmanuel Acho wants to be. Except likable.
Except likable. Yeah. That last part. Yeah.
I like RG3 a lot, dude. I'm a fan.
Well, this must be what's happening is Jason Kelsey is getting his job. Because I just saw today that they're they're signing Jason Kelsey for like Monday Night Countdown.
So it looks like no, this is ESPN's preview show. So it'll be Scott Van Pelt will return for his second season as host of the pregame show along with analysts Ryan Clark and Marcus Spears. Yep. And yes, Jason Kelsey is in.
Yep. That's what it is. I bet you just got bumped to college football for Jason Kelsey.
You know what? Fine. I love RG3 covering college ball too. He seems to like have a little bit more freedom covering college ball when he's like on the announcing team and whatnot. I'm down.
His slip-ups when he accidentally says shit is pretty funny too.
I love it when he just like starts bullshit. Especially like give RG3 the worst games just so he can just start shit talking, just doing whatever.
Yeah, man.
Last one, Chase, from TMZ Sports. Tom Brady's last pair of NFL pants hit auction.
They'll go for millions.
Let's see. The uniform pants TB12 wore during the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2023 NFC wildcard game. Bidding starting on May 20th. The jersey from the game, how much do you think the jersey from the game sold for?
I'm going to say 8 figures, somewhere in the $10 million range.
No, 1.4.
1.4. Then the pants might not get $1 million. Then maybe they'll be like 750,000.
Opening bid is $10K.
I bet you they get 6 figures at least.
Do you think his last jersey is worth more than his last Patriots jersey or not?
Ooh. Someone in the Boston area would shell out a lot for his last Patriots jersey.
Right?
I don't know. You got to think it's the last time. I mean, the last time this dude walks off of the field, not just like the last time he walks off the field for a team. Because he still won a Super Bowl without Bill Belichick in Tampa Bay.
He did.
So I think the last jersey is the winner.
Yeah, I wonder how much the pants go for. How would you like to have those? Like, would you even? Frame the pants?
Yeah, what do you do with them? Do you seriously just have pants in a frame? Because that's pretty boring.
That's pretty dumb. Like jersey makes sense and is cool, but pants?
Do you have a mannequin that you put the pants on?
That's how you do it. Mannequin.
Do you think that maybe he's been buying just like other bits of Tom Brady memorabilia and he already has the mannequin?
A custom-made mannequin likeness of Tom Brady.
Yeah, so the pants will just slide on. He's got...
And then you just put like a cutout of his face on top.
Yeah, just crudely taped to the to the front. One of those smooth face mannequins that doesn't have any features.
That would be perfect.
Yes.
We have a question, Chase. Did you all hear about UH using the Houston Oilers colors and telling them that? Yes, we did, and I'm glad that Houston told them that.
Me too.
The NFL does not get to boycott the Oilers if they don't get to, if they're not using them for anything. Just let them be. God, I hate the NFL sometimes, dude.
And plus, this is college football. Like, how much of a ripoff does it have to be for the NFL to talk about some college? Because I'm sure there are other college programs out there whose shit has a likeness to an NFL team, right? There's got to be.
I mean, let's see. These are pretty, these are, I'll show you the picture of them. They're pretty spot on. So let's.
It just says Houston and it has the same.
It just has the colors. It's just the colors.
It's not even the same font.
No, it's not. It's
There's
literally
no
just
oil
the colors.
rig.
It's
if it,
just
if it
the
has
colors.
no oil, if it has no oil rig, then I say go fuck yourself.
It's just the colors. Go fuck yourself, NFL. They came at the UFL too, or the XFL when it was like the Roughnecks. That's why the Roughnecks had to make the oil rig on theirs fatter because it was too similar.
Into a fat H.
Yeah, it was too similar. Because they had the rig before, and that was too similar. Couldn't do that. Disgusting.
Just gross people that think they control the earth.
Chase, anything else you'd like to talk about before we let the people go?
I think we set them free, Jimbo.
Awesome. Thank you all for watching. We appreciate you tuning into the Jimnasium. We'll be back again next week. We'll try and hit you up Sunday. We love you guys. And we'll see you guys later. Toodaloo. Bye-bye.